I've got a big announcement I want to share with you guys. It's something I came up with as a way to give back to the community, just a token of my gratitude, a big thank you to everybody who continues to follow along, to all the subscribers out there. Welcome back, everyone. Can't believe it's been 8 years since I initially broke ground and began this food forest project. I remember arriving to this piece of property and walking the grounds, and it was just an absolute mess. There was urban trash scattered all throughout the yard. There was even pits that were dug that were backfilled with pieces of urbanite, which is like concrete chunks from broken sidewalks and such. There was pallets filled in there. I even found one pit with an entire toilet. It had been broken up into pieces, but I had to pick all that stuff up. There was quite a bit of it. I actually ordered one of those large dumpsters, had it delivered to the driveway, and wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow, I got that stuff out of here. It took a couple weeks, but I was able to clear all the trash out of the landscape. And from that point, I looked around and I saw a bunch of grass, weeds, invasive weeds like bindweed and Bermuda grass growing all over the place. And I just took a step back and knew that I was supposed to be here. I never once felt like overwhelmed. Instead, I looked at this and I said, you know, if there's one person who was meant to be here to clean this property up and to get it growing, it was me. And I knew that I was going to see this project through, and it's still going and growing. But here at year 8, I'm feeling very thankful for the opportunity I had and for the decision I made 8 years ago to begin this project. I just want to take a moment to thank everybody who's been tuning into the channel, who's supported me throughout the years, who's watched the development of this food forest. Now we're here in February. This is February 20th, 2019, and so everything's still predominantly dormant. Some of the trees, like this apium here, is just starting to break. Got some nice budding and flowers starting to pop. This tree is actually looking fabulous. The structure, all the fruiting wood, I'm expecting big things from this tree this year. Next door we got an apricot, an almond tree, a nectar plum. We've got a peach tree. We've got another peach tree. Fig trees in the back. In fact, we've got a total of, it's either 35 or 36 fruit trees at this point, and growing. And we've got something like a dozen or so fruiting shrubs and berries. We've got grapes, aronia berry, gomi berry, goji berry, autumn olive, sea buckthorn, honeyberry, gooseberry, currants, both red and black. This year I'll be adding in some thornless blackberries. We've got mulberries, white mulberries, Pakistan mulberry. See here, I got the grapevine pruned up for the season. I had to do a reset on the pruning of these 2 vines because of my lack of proper pruning early on. This area over here has been quite the mess to deal with. For one, there's some wild blackberry shrubs growing on the other side of the fence, and they've literally pulled the fence down. There's no way for me to straighten it up and pull it up. I've tried. So what I did last year is I actually grew my own combat plant, you could call it, which was the sunchoke. Grew some artichoke. I did a huge patch of that over here, hoping that it would just kind of push back the vines. It actually did quite a good job doing that. But this year I have my own thornless blackberries. What better place to actually grow it than right here, where I don't have to worry about it, you know, going over to the other side of the fence. They got the same thing growing. So after I had done my initial cleanup, getting all the trash out of here, there was still plenty of work to do before I could get to planting. For one, the ground was very unlevel. It hadn't been maintained. There was different piles of tree trimmings and such that had been left for years. And there was weeds and grass and stuff growing all throughout that. And because of the ditches that had been dug throughout the property, that soil had been mounded up in various areas, and it had been years of just compounding, so it was hard to level out. So I had to do some initial tillage just to kind of loosen up the top 1.5 feet or so of soil. And using a shovel, I just started leveling stuff out. How nice a backhoe would have been at that time. But I just kept on moving, kept getting it done, and before I knew it, I had the property basically level, at least to my liking. I knew anything from that point on, I could create level structure just by bringing in the wood chips and maybe putting a heavier load of wood chips on some of the lower sections, and that's what I did. So I brought in a ton of cardboard and started doing a sheet mulch over all the weeds and grass. And I got these really nice flats of cardboard over at Costco. They were actually saving them for me, so that was really nice. But I had gone to furniture stores, I was dumpster diving, anywhere I could find cardboard, I was gathering it. And I just started doing my sheet mulch layer, made sure to leave no gaps, and sheet mulched nearly the entire food forest area. That was a lot of cardboard. So every time I'd get a little section done, I'd start dumping wood chips on it so it wouldn't blow around. And I think that first year I got something like 7 loads of wood chips, averaging about 20 yards. It was a ton of wood chips and a lot of work, wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow. But I loved every minute of it because I knew the investment that I was making at that time. Anyway, I've got a big announcement I want to share with you guys. It's something I came up with as a way to give back to the community, just a token of my gratitude, a big thank you to everybody who continues to follow along, to all the subscribers out there. And that is, I'm going to be doing a weekly giveaway on the channel. And I'm going to try to keep this going as long as I can, but I'm dedicating myself for at least 2 months. But if all goes well, there's a lot of participation, I'll keep on rolling with it. So the way this is going to work is each week, one of my videos, somewhere locked in the video, maybe halfway through, maybe towards the beginning, there's going to be an announcement of a giveaway. It could be some seed packs, it could be gardening tools like a Hori Hori. I'll let you know what it is. And anybody who comments on the video with the giveaway in there is going to be automatically entered for the giveaway. And you don't have to write enter, just any comment whatsoever. And then the follow-up video, there'll be an announcement somewhere within the video of who won. I will show the draw like I do on my other giveaways, and we'll pick the winner and I'll announce it, and we'll just keep that rolling. I'm going to do that once a week. So let's just go ahead and start our first giveaway right now. And this week what it's going to be is a pack of Dino Treacle seeds and a pack of Merit Collard seeds. So 2 packs of seeds to 1 lucky winner. All you need to do is comment below the video. You don't need to add the word enter again. Just any comment and you're entered in for the win. And then watch the following video. Somewhere within that video there'll be an announcement of that winner. That's all there is to it. So good luck to everybody. Thank you for participating. Thank you for tuning into the channel. So every day is a new opportunity to plant something new. And so today I'm going to be planting these 2 items after I upload the video. One is the Loch Ness Thornless Blackberry. There's 3 plants there. Then I've also got this Calamansi Calamondin tree, which produces a nice little lime type fruit that'll turn quite orange and sweet, but it's less acidic than a normal lime, and they're traditionally used in Filipino cuisine. But it's a nice day for planting. We've got some overcast skies mixed with blue sky. It's a little breezy, not too bad. Hopefully the wind's not showing up too much on the camera today. The loquat tree, this beautiful evergreen, is now setting its fruit after a beautiful flowering. There's tons of bees all over this tree. What I plan to do after I harvest all the fruit is to do some air layering. That's a great way to propagate an exact clone of the tree. So any limb that I see that I'm going to want to remove in the future, I'm going to turn into an air layer. And I want to get at least a few of these trees propagated to give away mainly. And every year I like to add a little special touch, something to just make the space unique and relaxing. This year it was a concrete bird bath. I think this is quite the beautiful design and should last a lifetime. Last year it was this fish pond. This has been an excellent feature to include into the food forest. Not only is it nice to sit here and relax listening to the water flow, but the water that's actually in the pond, which is full of fish pee and poo, is also a great fertilizer. So I can pump some of this water out. I can add it into a compost tea brew. I can put in some drippers to drip to some plants that are growing nearby, which is what I plan doing this year. Right here near the edge of the pond, I'm going to be growing some water-hungry plants and put a couple drippers coming out of the pond just to keep that area nice and moist. So with that, I want to wish you all a great rest of your day. Until next time, this is Dan from plantabundance.com. Take care. I'll be talking to you again soon.